Welcome everyone to 200 subscribers special video, History of Dungeon Blitz. This video will be about history of Dungeon Blitz and also my personal experience with Dungeon Blitz. So let us begin. I think the first place we're gonna start is which year the game was released and which year it was closed. So yeah. Also the game's lore. So I'm also will be recapping the game story from the game start to the end of the game. So yeah, this game had a lot of lore, man, and I enjoyed the lore quite a lot, man, quite a lot. So Dungeon Blitz was released on year 2012 and it was closed in 2018. Sorry guys if this video will be all over the place today, but grab some popcorn, grab some drinks, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So let me tell you how I found Dungeon Blitz. So basically I was lifing Dungeon Rampage like crazy for a couple of months, then I got a little burnout and I started looking for similar games on Facebook. So I was searching for similar games like Dungeon Rampage, just typing dungeon or whatever, and they, dropped similar, and so then the first result was Dungeon Blitz and I clicked it, and that's the rest. And the rest was history. So you might be wondering, what's the first character that I chose when I started playing Dungeon Blitz? It was the rogue, because I thought a character with two swords is pretty fucking cool. So I decided to play rogue. I played the rogue this rogue was the only character that I maxed out to level 50, man. Sadly I don't have footage because I didn't record Dungeon Blitz. Sadly, when I started recording videos, the game was no longer available to play. I think Dungeon Blitz was also made by the same guys that made Brawlhalla, Blue Mammoth Games. So that's a pretty cool fact. Also, I remember then I started playing Dungeon Blitz when you got skills when you equipped weapons instead of using spellbooks. So yeah, that's pretty neat fact. You could equip gear to get skills, but in newer versions you just needed a spellbook, and now the gear just boosted the effects of your spells. So that's pretty neat fact. Also, I remember that you could go to Magic Woman to increase your skills in that specific map. Also, you could go to Merchant to buy some gear. In newer versions of Dungeon Blitz, the Merchant will no longer sell you gear and Magic Woman will not increase your skills, sadly. That's also a neat fact about Dungeon Blitz. Also, the rogue was the only character that I beat easy and normal. I mean easy and hard, nightmare difficulty or hard difficulty, I forgot how it's named. So let's get more information about this game, I suppose. There were three classes: paladins, rogues and mages. So paladins were basically tanky boys that were also the medics or healers of the group. They had mostly heavy or mostly weapons and shields. They're the only class that could use shields. So they basically were tanky boys that protected your other team members. So and also they were the best class if you're playing this game solo. I also think was my second class that I played in the game. Then we got the rogue boys. The rogues are basically glass cannons of this game. they can do a lot of damage, and one of the secondary classes literally sacrifice HP to do more damage. But they also had shadow clones that slightly balance out their less canniness. But they also can wield two weapons to do even more fucking damage. It was really hard to play. I don't advise to use rogues as your first class, but I was a stupid fucking shout and I used rogues as my first class. But it was pretty fucking cool. Also, I think my name was like Dragas or something like that. Why Dragas? Because I was a big fucking Bakugan fan and my favorite character was Dragas from fucking Bakugan. So yeah. And then we got Mage. Mage was interesting. They think had the most range damage and they had a couple of summons to assist them. And they have a couple of healing abilities. I think when the game started, the Mage and Rogue didn't have any healing abilities. But later on, they got some healing abilities. So let's go to disciplines. Okay, now let's talk about disciplines. Disciplines was basically second class that give you more abilities. So the first one was Sentinel. Basically, your character was become a Thor like from Avengers. So it was like defense. You just get more defense. Pretty simple. Then Holy Smash. Ability, I don't know how to describe it. This is complicated, man. I don't know, man. So yeah, Sentinel form was pretty fucking cool, guys. Pretty fucking cool. Was basically robot armor from Soul Knight, similar to Engineer's robot costume. Justifier is more like Berserker, more like it. You had, I think, rocket jump or something like that. It had some meteor smash, some lightning storms, Justice Fist. Bro, Justice Fist sounds like fucking so cool. We got Harm, Flame Axis, Furious Assault. And I think, yeah, you did damage, but you think he is the Paladin's class with the least defense. And Berserker, I think you did a lot more damage, but you become you took a lot of more damage. You basically become glass cannon like an assassin. But I think you cannot die until Berserker wears off or something like that. I don't know, man. I'm just guessing. Health regen cost, reduced defense penalty. Oh yeah, death. Okay, strength bonus, yeah. It was something like that. So Templar was Paladin's class that was mostly focused on healing your team members or buffing them. So that class was pretty cool if you want to play very supportish. So yeah, Flame-Asir probably was my least favorite from the mage classes. I don't really remember that much. I think I had some flaming orbs. Because configuration, demon, draconic soul. Let's see more detail, maybe. Yeah, the wikis also. I don't remember this guy. Spellbook, Infernal Circle. I don't know, man. Draconic soul. Let's see the draconic soul. Summon Spirit of Flame that shoots your targets, increase damage and reduce defense. Okay, that was pretty cool. Just summon a ghost or whatever. I don't know, man. Okay, I remember Frostbinger a little more. I remember it had some dash ability that you could use to speedrun levels a lot faster. And it had frozen ants, a minion. That was pretty cool. And I cannot remember the third skill, sadly. Maybe I can remember something. Looking abilities: Bitter Blade, Rocket Quick Blast, Glacier Spear, Hailstone Embrace, Permaflask Clone, Thunderworm. Yeah, Permaflask Clone and Thunderworm was pretty fucking cool. I cannot remember Hailstorm Embrace. What the hell was that? Enchant your basic attack with powerful ice effects. Oh yeah, enhancing your basic attacks with ice attacks was pretty cool, man. It was pretty fucking cool, man. Okay, what's next? Oh yeah, then we got the Necromancer. I remember that you could summon a lot of minions with this guy. Yeah, that was Necromancer was basically minion builds. Full. Yeah, you could also infect fucking enemies with worms, but they stopped working after some time. And you could become some kind of Lich King, like Battalion, Spectral Grasp, Veil of Banshee. I think you also had some Lifesteal or whatever. Deathmark, Call of the Horde. I don't remember which was the Spectral Grasp, maybe like Battalion. I don't know which skill was the transformation skill. I don't know, maybe this one, Spectral Veil of Banshee. Invoke one shall Banshee. I think that was the range minions or whatever. Hey, whatever, man. Still pretty cool. Okay, then we got Work Blades. Yeah, that's the losing HP boy. Yeah, you got Assassinate, Bone Daggers, Shronus Blade. I think you also had like cool ass transformation also with this guy. I think that's Wandering Impact, maybe? Mistwalk? Maybe Wandering Impact was something like that. Multi-hit? Nah, it was I think different skill, man. Was different skill. Okay, the next one is Shadow Walker. I think you could become invisible and enemies cannot hit you for a short time. Then you can make shadow clones and then multi-strike attack. Then Soul Thief was a thing that was it called? The nerfing guy. It's a rogue class that basically focus on nerfing enemies and stealing souls. Let's see a couple of his abilities. Heavy Daggers, Hexblade. What the hell Hexblade did? And it tells me nothing, it's just random Hexblading stuff. I don't know, man. That was the map of Dungeon Bliss. Pretty nostalgic, man. Pretty fucking nostalgic. I think now we're gonna maybe have a quick look at every map or every dungeon, I don't know. And maybe gonna give quick thoughts about the dungeons or whatever. Yeah, die system was pretty cool thing in the game. You could dye your armor. Why I bringing this? Because I remember one of the jokes from the dice was just like 50 shades of hey man, 50 shades of fucking hey man, I'm still laughing till this day. But you think God died from fighting in dungeons? This was like another armor drop. So yeah, pretty cool way to customize, man. It was pretty annoying to grind the colors, man. But it was worth for the 50 shades of Hay joke. Probably for the mages I spent the most gold upgrading their Minotaur skill, man. Because Minotaur was not probably one of the best summons in the game. And I think it max level even had new armor. I think it even changes appearance every time you level up a little bit. So that was pretty cool, man. I was also very deep into fucking Dungeon Bliss lore, man. I was really obsessed with fucking Dungeon Bliss lore for some fucking reason. I cannot explain why, but for some reason I was really obsessed. Why? I don't know why. But I thought it was pretty fucking neat, man. Then I thought maybe I should rank all Dungeon Bliss levels or maybe talk about lore. I don't know, man. I don't know. So yeah, also Tarok was the only character that I got all the equipment. I think I got all the normal pieces of equipment, but I think I didn't get the legendary quality versions of the equipment with Tarok. But still having full set of armor for Tarok is still impressive, but didn't get a legendary, whatever man. Still pretty cool having all the pieces of equipment. So I think, oh no. This video I want to do a short recap of Dungeon Bliss story. So, at the beginning, we were attacked by a giant kraken. Our ship was attacked by a giant kraken. Then we defeat the kraken and made sushi from his body or whatever. And we saved Anna from a bunch of goblins. That's pretty much it. Then our home base were occupied by goblins, so we took back our home from goblins or whatever. Oh no, man. Then we attacked goblin camp, killing all the goblins, including the children. That's pretty fucking dark, man. That's pretty fucking dark. Then we have pretty cool anime fight with Chief Tazuki or whatever his name is. And then later you will meet Nahid, who's basically the main villain of the game for now. My memory is not the best also, it's been a long time since I played this game, so my recap of the story probably will not be the best. But I will try my best, guys, I will try my best to recap this game. So, we're fighting Sylvian's dream. So, he says something about eating my body and waking in the dreaming world, but I think we're in the dreaming world right now. So I'm quite confused right now. Where's the dreaming world and where's the real world, man? I remember this game has some confusing ass lore, man. Some confusing ass lore. Now I'm confused for the rest of the day. Then we got then humans were enslaved by Tortura, and we tried to free humans from Tortura slavery or whatever. So we started a civil war to free humans from Tortura slavery, and we beat the Tortura in slave masters or whatever. In Black Rose Myers. On the next level we found out that one of Tortura's generals is a giant dragon, and that's pretty fucking bad, man. And we managed to defeat it anyway, but we were surprised that it's a fucking dragon or whatever. Then we fought a broodmother, a giant lizard that's responsible for making the lizard horse things, where the Tortura ride them. The lizard things that Tortura used to make to ride them. You know, the things that the Tortura ride like horses. I'm really bad at explaining this really simple thing, man. I'm so fucking stupid, I don't know. And then we fought Tortura General himself, Grand Vizar Hizat. So yeah. He also had a couple of dog, dragon thing, horse things, I don't know, man. Not a lot of happened in that level story-wise. Just defeating evil dictator lizard man. And then we got great swap level that had a lot of lore. First thing, we find out that this big green dragon is a brother with the other green dragon from the Black Cross Mire, and they both work for Navhit, supposedly. So that was pretty big revelation. And he wants to kill everything so he could resurrect them and add to his zombie army. To Navhit zombie army, I mean. And I still bad at explaining things, not surprised. I swear I never die. And probably he's gonna get resurrected in another level, if I remember. Like a zombie dragon or whatever. And then we needed to find a source of weird ass plant plague. And we found out that the source of plague is just a weird ass plant monster. That looks like a evil chomper thing. So we just needed to defeat a evil chomper thingy majiggy to make a cure or whatever. And then we found out that Wazir's made some science experiments on Lord Yamek, and now he's become a weird plant swamp creature. That's just fucking body horror, man. He also got a little bit crazy. I also would become a little crazy if I turn into a weird fucking plant creature thingy majiggy. So, to continue the story, we need to reach Castle Hockey, but our way is stopped by an army of giant spiders. So we beat the giant spider to progress into the story, I suppose. So anyway, then we talked to Warden to let us into the castle. But we first needed to take care of some bandits also. The entrance of the castle is blocked by a magic barrier or whatever. So we found out that the bandits actually are deserters from the king's army that we previously served on. So we finally getting some decent lore. Then we fought our old friends who are bandits now. So we found out that bandits are also from our home city, and also that bandits are using goblin magic. That's really fucking bad, mate. And then we fought Sergeant Svek, leader of bandits, who was we thought he died in war, but he actually survived. And he actually had a giant pet eagle. His name is Rev. And also Svek sold his soul for goblin magic, by the way. So that's pretty much it for the bandits, I suppose. So now he returned with his dark magic, and we need to take down storehouse filled with werewolves to make a new base of operations in this map location or whatever. Oh, they're not werewolves, they're just guys named gnolls, okay. Then we try to be peaceful with gnolls, but we find out that gnolls and humans are equally racist. So we tried beating racism with more racism, I suppose. And then we needed to rescue a witch from another dragon. How many fucking dragons are there in this game, man? This is getting ridiculous, man. So we found out later that she doesn't work for Nahid, she just was exploring why the dead suddenly arose from the graves. So she did some detective work, I suppose. Then we fought Lord Lily. His family previously ruled this land, but now another royal family rules this land. So he's pretty salty about this. Carrying boys. Then Hoodie again. He just doesn't like Hoodie's bloodline or whatever. So Nahid just was chilling in crystals for fuckfagus, and then he go after he just chilling crystals for fuckfagus, training people's souls to digivolve to his secondary evolution, and now he become a lot stronger, but he's not his final form yet. Okay, so then we fought Cornelius Hockey, old rival to Nahid, also rival to Nahid's throne when he was alive. So Nahid killed him when he was human, and then Nahid tricked us to kill Hockey when he's a spirit, because somehow we can kill spirits and undead for some reason. I don't know how that's possible, but we somehow can kill ghosts and zombies and spirits and stuff. Probably some special magic weapons or whatever, enchanted by witch maybe. So if I understand correctly, Nahid uses the crystals to resurrect undead, and the crystals are undead people's memories given physical form or whatever. If I understand correctly, also the memories of dead people can buff zombies or whatever. So this is interesting, man. I don't know why I don't think the whisper people's souls, but I have no idea how Nahid managed to manifest memories into physical being. Maybe because it's something to do with them being in the dream world or whatever. Don't worry guys, I'm probably even more confused than you guys right now. It's not the easiest game to explain the lore, but maybe it's gonna be easier than Kingdom Hearts, maybe. Probably. I don't know, maybe. So now Nahid managed to possess the dragon that we defeated. Yeah, he possessed one of the dragons that we defeated in the Black Rose Mire or the swamp level. And we find out that he can use the webs to control the undead creatures. So it seems you can resurrect people, but you cannot control until you use the webs. So I think his plan is resurrect people, then mine the crystals, and with the crystals create webs that can control undead people. And that's pretty much it. So we found out that gnolls and humans fought together at some kind of war, and him, Rightful Liberator, also made some kind of blood pact with Nahid. So that's some interesting lore. So in the month of Miller, it was our first encounter of the cult of Miller, a cult worshipping a living mountain who calls himself Miller. And they do some demonic shit. They look like enemies straight up from Doom, man. Straight up from fucking Doom. Also, we fought a Nash, Tassa, the High Witch. She commits blood ritual, sacrifice ritual every year to keep the barrier open. If the barrier is broken, the Nahid the main villain can enter our village or world. It keeps an kid from entering our world or whatever. And then we fought Stuart from Philbridge. It was the old guy, but it seems he used some kind of dark ritual to transform himself to some kind of weird flesh creature thing. And he sacrificed some people to the dark god Mailer. That sounds like Lord Mayor. To protect the city from sleeping lands, so it seems we were not in the sleeping lands. So at least we figure out that thing. At least we know that for sure. And now, so it seems goblins has started worshipping Mailer for their own protection. I cannot blame them. I'm literally doing goblin genocide run, basically. Also, seems removing sword from the statue somehow stops the ritual of the harvest moon or whatever. Okay, it seems by removing the sword, the movie statues start talking. They look like fucking Easter Island heads or whatever. So it seems movie statues were some kind of cyclops that refused to join Mailer on his team, or it seems like it. Also, it seems gnolls also joined Mailer, and it seems gnolls, the werewolves, don't like worshipping gods, so they joined him because they were pretty desperate. Now I think I kinda fucked up. And now it's actually confirmed that humans definitely betray werewolves in some point of time. And they join Mailer because of revenge. They want to do some revenge of humans for betraying them. I know why they betrayed humans betrayed the werewolf guys, but we'll probably find out in the future. Seems we got another lore drop, so it seems the sacrifice that they make to Mailer turn to the stone minions that we fought in the mountains, or the weird flesh creatures that we fought in Mailer's in the dimension with weird science mutant things. So this is fucked up in more ways than I thought. Well, what can I say? It's a weird demonic cult, man, with blood sacrifices and hellish creatures. My cult definitely more moral in Cult of the Lamb than in this game, for sure. Yeah, and Cult of the Lamb also did a couple of sacrifices, so I cannot say my cult was also pretty moral. The Cult of the Lamb. Okay, so it seems some Cyclops become humans, but Cyclops was also natural predator of the mountain. So it seems Mailer, Dark Deity, can transform you to different species that already exist. I think that's pretty cool, and seems some kind of couple of Cyclops can see future. So I think that's it for the lore of this dungeon. So Cyclops can see future, and some Cyclops were humans, but some Cyclops were naturally born. It seems like it. And I think she was transformed to Cyclops to warn Mailer of the danger that's coming from him in the future, or whatever. Okay, so it seems Mailer, the evil god, has managed to recruit a dragon in his team. Also some werewolf furry guys also join Mailer, but I think we already know that from the previous part of this video. Also, Jonas Above wants revenge for his fallen brother dragons, so that's why he joined Mailer, it seems like it. So it seems this war between Miller, the evil deity, and a hit, the spooky ghost guy. And we got in the middle between Mailers and a hit's war. That's kinda sucks, man. That sucks a lot. Also, I used all the green colors for my characters. Also, I want to mention Nazgun. I used Nazgun's video to get footage from the game for this special video. So anyway, go to Nazgun to check out his videos. Sadly, it seems Nazgun posted video only 4 months ago, sadly, and it's posted Arch Knights. Well, that's an interesting development from Dungeon Blitz channel to Arch Knight channel. But what can you do, man? What can you do? Someone need to survive. Probably gonna need to do Arch Knight's video if I'm run out of videos to make in the near future also. Or maybe Genshin Impact, but that would be worse than death probably. Yeah, maybe Genshin Impact will not be that bad, let's hope. So anyway, it seems the leader of Gnolls become a fucking bird. So yep, that definitely confirms that Mailer can transform different creatures to different animals, and it seems also Gnolls become stronger the longer they live, so similar to Asgardians from Marvel. So that's pretty fucking cool, man. That's pretty fucking cool. But why Griffin? I don't think Griffin is a lot stronger than fucking dragon or other creatures, but maybe they got some magical cool abilities. I don't know, man. I've met the birds, or well, you could say no leader become the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird. So anyway, I think that's it for this chapter, dungeon, or whatever. In Legend Abandoned Armory, we meet legendary blacksmith Sigurd, or watchman Sigurd, with his apprentices. They made legendary weapons, and when he dies, he mentions something about the author or whatever. And I don't think so. Yeah. So anyway, it seems that in Edmund's forge or whatever, it seems this dragon dude killed the leader of the forge. Yeah, it seems the dragon's glorious killed the leader of this forge and tried to take the weapons. Also, the dragon is one of the leaders of the lizard guys, Tortura. So he's the final remaining general of Tortura. But we killed the Tortura Legion long time ago, so it's interesting to see him in this mountain randomly. No, that was a pretty janky way to explain the level. So it seems in Veins of Miller we found out Miller's evil plan, and it is just to set the entire vault on fire. That's really fucking crazy, man. That's really fucking crazy. Also, we figure out that gnolls like shiny things, like cats or dragons or crows. That's just a niche fact that I found out while researching for this video. So anyway, back to the lore stuff. So we see love, the growing flame, that the goblins and the griffin tried digging a cave through lava veins to flood the valley with lava to burn everything. And Yeah, that's pretty much the plan for them. So in the all shall be ashes, it seems before Miller chosen to ignite the flames, but he needs some kind of coals of urban or whatever. I don't know where's the urban ashes, but probably when we play more story mode or you watch more of this video, we'll find out what the urban coal ashes things are. In Miller's Embers, we fought the Avatar of Embers and we meet this plan dude. So we try to help him from this weird Avatar of Miller thing. After defeating Avatar of Miller, we meet Shade, the druid from Emerald Glades. And he reveals that Miller School burned his land except the Great Ur Tree or whatever. And we need to stop Miller's minions' attack on Ur Tree. So yeah, we need to stop Miller's minions from attacking the big ass tree. Or the Miller's ritual or will be finished, I think. So in Ancient Riot, we need to follow the corrupt riot. So when we found the corrupt riot, she was trying to burn the tree for the sacrifice to resurrect, to finish the Miller's ritual. So yeah, that's basically it for this dungeon, what they could give us for the lore, I think. And out of the limb, we fought another corrupted dryad, and he tried to burn a tree once again, so not a lot of happened lore-wise, just repeating what happened to the previous level. We just met and we fought another high commander of, just another cult leader of the Miller's cult. So yeah. In Rotten to the Woods, we found out that the Mailer School managed to capture a dragon and they're trying to sacrifice dragon's fire to burn out our tree. So we needed to kill the dragon so Mailer School could not set the tree on fire. And it was kinda sad, man. It was the only good dragon and we needed to kill him. So that's kinda depressing. Actually pretty depressing. But we did it for the greater good, I suppose, man. In Hope Springs Eternal, we confronted one of the priests of Miller to find out the heart of Miller to stop the Miller. But she refused to reveal the location of heart of Miller. So after defeating her, we go looking after the final priest of the Mailer. Maybe he will reveal his location, I hope. In the Refuge of Demand, we fought the final priest of Mailer. And when she died, she revealed the location of Mailer's heart. It seems Mailer betrayed her followers. And that's what you get for abandoning your followers. They give up your secret information, I suppose. Never betray your loyal followers, I suppose. That's the lesson of this level, I guess. In Death of Mailer, we fight finally Mailer, the living crazy mountain, and he speaks enchanting table. And after killing the living mountain, the barrier of Castle Hockey is now open. So now it's time to face Nuphead finally. So welcome to Castle Hockey. It seems goblins and dragons kept humans as slaves and they try to escape. So they put a barrier to prevent goblins and dragons to recapturing them. So that reveals a lot. And in Castle Hockey, we finally meet the sleeping dragon from Sleeping Dragon in his true form, and he's Grand Marshal in the Castle Hockey. Also, he speaks like Yoda for some reason. So it seems that dragons in this universe can do astral projections, but when they astral project, they can only astral project as smaller dragons. It seems like it. Also, golems in this castle think this dragon is their master now for some reason. Probably not hits magic or something. Also, he speaks some kind of emperor that lives below. I have no idea what he's talking about, but sounds interesting. In battles lost and won, we were looking for Wizard Titus. I also had a friend named Titus. Anyway, we fought ghosts of Lord Hockey or whatever, and some ghost goblins. It seems they're stuck in eternal world. Yeah, Hockey Knights and Goblin Knights are stuck in eternal battle, but now hits enslave both human army and goblin army ghosts to help him, it seems like. Also, it seems Hockey Knights really don't like magic for some reason. So it seems Castle Hockeys and Goblin armors, their ghosts are stuck in eternal stalemate fighting each other for the rest of eternity. That's kinda poetic, I think. So after saving Titus from General Savar war, we found out that Nahid was he was a baron and great sage of Castle Hockey. Also, we find out that Titus knew Nahid when he was still human. That's interesting, and you probably should remember that for later, I guess. And it says Nahid wants to contact ancient gods with a ritual in observatory for some reason. I don't know what Nahid's planning by contacting ancient gods, but that's definitely not good, man. Really not good. So it seems Nahid's part of the plan was us defeating Mailer, because it seems our observatory was locked by a magic spell who was powered by Mailer somehow. So after defeating Mailer, Nahid can enter the observatory. I don't know why observatory was powered by Mailer's existence, but I don't know, man, what to say anymore. Yeah, before we continue with the story, I want to tell you, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also I remember last time being one of the best levels to grind in gold. I remember that I grinded this level so many times to get gold to upgrade stuffs in the game, but I got a little burned out grinding this level, man. It was so fucking boring to grind this level to get gold for upgrades, man. I think memorized that level. Even after this many years, I still remember how to clear this level. So Nahid tried to perform a ritual in the top of the castle, but it seems it was a trap set by Nahid. So the trap was just sending like 2 dragons against us, and it wasn't that effective, man. But having 2 dragon bosses was very good for grinding stages, man. And that's why this stage was pretty good for the grinding. It had like 1 mini boss, 2 bosses, and a lot of treasure chests. So that's why this stage was best for grinding. Also, there was a lot of loot that you can get from this stage, man. So that's why the stage was so good for grinding things, man. So now we need to go to the portal to stop Nahid. And Baron Hockey Sages created a powerful capstone to seal turtle between worlds that limits travel between worlds, and that portal also leads to sleeping lands, so we're still not into sleeping lands, it seems. And Nahid wants to break the capstone to use its energy for some kind of ritual to communicate with elder gods or whatever. And it seems it's gonna like absorb the energy and become like some kind of god or very powerful being, creature thing, I don't know. In Capstone, Nahid resurrected all the previous enemies that we defeated in previous levels. So it's kinda nostalgic, I suppose. Also, it seems Capstone is a realm between dimensions, so Nahid can easily summon enemies from all over the world, it seems like it. Also, we got revealed that Nahid actually helped create the Capstone that limits travel between dimensions. That reveal I didn't suspect a bit. And Nahid with that stone placeholder or whatever, forgot his name, has become biblically accurate beholder. So now he's some kind of god, demigod, I don't know. Capstone. With the power of Capstone, he resurrected himself. I know he looks like some kind of beholder flesh thing. The flesh that hates, I don't know, wall of flesh. Yeah, I just call him wall of flesh right now. With beholder moments, and I think every eye does different things and does different elemental damage. I remember this fight being really fucking annoying in hard mode because this guy can actually heal. Boss that can fucking heal. That's really fucking annoying, man. But it was easy to predict where his spikes land, so really hard on if you're playing alone, but with friends, hard mode was really hard, man. That boss could fucking heal himself, man. Also, it seems after being resurrected, he can no longer resurrect anymore. So it seems we permanently kill Nahid finally. Fucking god, that was getting annoying. So it seems Nahid managed to hack golems. I don't know how you can magically hack magic golems, but whatever, man. So now it's so golems were actually meant to serve Castle Hockey royal family, but Nahid somehow managed to mind control them. I don't know how you mind control magic golems, but it somehow works, I suppose. And our job was now just to put them out of their misery. I don't know how to put not living things out of misery, but maybe they're living like iron golems in Minecraft. I don't know exactly how this actually works, man. It seems that golden golem that we defeated, it's actually the first golem that was made in Castle Hockey. It seems Sleeping Lands was in tyranny from the dragons for a long time, but it seems we finally freed the Sleeping Lands. So it seems this desert was not always a desert. It seems under dragons' tyranny, this and just devolved into a desert. That's kinda bad, man. That's just kinda bad and sad that they turned this beautiful land into a dead desert thing. Rip, man, rip. So it seems this elder of the desert, the Sahara desert or whatever, asked us for defeating the Scarab invasion. Basically, a bunch of bugs in the temple or whatever got transformed into giant bugs because of dark magic, and they cannot defeat those giant bugs because for 1000 years a lot of people fought the dragons and not a lot of warriors are left to defeat the giant scarabs. So we decided to help them, basically. And it seems that in the temple they Force mentioned some kind of Sealies that they will return. That sounds ominous. And then we just needed to defeat a joint Scorpion and another joint Bugs. And then we return to the mirror, I think. The city elder reveals that there's one dragon left. So our mission is now to defeat the final dragon, it seems. It seems he's the dragon that ruled this lands for centuries. Oh boy. And the funny part that this dragon outlived his entire army, bruh. How old are this dragon? It seems this dragon called himself the Pit Lord. That's kinda funny, man. So he just runs the arena where people fight. So yeah. So it seems the Pit Lord managed to tame human like a dog. That's really fucked up, man. Also, it seems the dragon can buff the knight and the knight can buff or heal the knight. Yeah, it seems the Pit Lord can buff the knight. So it's interesting fight, and if I remember correctly, depending on what you kill first, you got different drops, and if you kill the knight, the Pit Lord will get attack buff, but if you kill the dragon first, I think the knight will die instantly or will give up. So similar to Arena Fool's final fight, maybe the Arena Fool's got inspiration from this fight in Hollow Knight. That would be pretty fun, man, pretty fun. Also, the Pit Lord I think is the only dragon without wings. That's also interesting observation. Also, after this mission we found out there's a village of peaceful goblins, which seems not all goblins are evil in this game. Okay, and it seems goblins want to trade with humans, but Sealies are not allowing them. Sealies are some kind of fairy race, expert of dark magics or whatever. That's very interesting. Also, their magic can corrupt anything that they touch. So evil dark magic stuff. Nothing new in this game. So it seems Sealy previously ruled this land before the goblins or humans or gnolls, and now they're trying to commit some kind of blood ritual to restore lands to their former glory. So I know they sacrifice a bunch of humans and then it's gonna start raining water or whatever. Or I don't know, man, how blood magic works exactly in this universe. Also, it seems every Sealy is like immortal. I think they cannot die from old age, but they can still die, something like that. Also, the goblin ships keep mentioning Emperor, also humans in the desert. I wonder if we're gonna get more information later about the Emperor. If I remember correctly, yes, we'll do, and I think Emperor is one of the final bosses in the game, so yeah, this is not good at all, I think. So, anyway, then we gone to Magi, whatever temple, and even the past, it seems Magi are responsible for creating portal magic, and yeah. If I remember correctly, this boss on hard mode was one of the harder ones to defeat, because it keeps spawning minions, man. At least you could easily heal from those minions, man. But in hard mode, those fucking minions did a lot of fucking damage, man. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this level. So in Ancient Ares we meet Radho that claims that Emperor trying to corrupt the land with Sealy, so because of when the dragons are gone, he would add the Sahara Desert or this desert thing to his empire. So that sounds pretty bad. Also, I think there's like 2 moons in the background. That's also interesting touch. So basically, in Asian race, we need to collect evidence of emperor's corruption or the kings or whatever. Also, we found out that Seal want to do genocide. Yippee, another genocide. At least it will be not genocide of every living creature like Mailer. At least that. Well, we got another species that's racist in this game. Why, I'm not surprised. So, then we needed to fight Sand Leviathan, and it seems that Emperor's plan is just feed the entire desert of living creatures that are not magic to join Sand Leviathan. I don't know, is it a good plan, but it sounds like an interesting plan for sure. So, Legacy of Magi, we found out that how Magi race has ceased to exist. It seems they made automatons or robots, and they gone Skynet on their asses, man. They got fucking Skynet on their asses, and they destroyed their original creations because they thought they were imperfect, because they thought their creators were imperfect, and they want only to be perfect, or they seek to make everything perfect, if I understand correctly. So, we got more information about Emperor. It seems he randomly became racist and kicked out the goblins. So, it seems over the recent years he became more and more cruel. I wonder what happened to him. And he works with Seely for some reason. I wonder what's the reason. And it seems we were ambushing Wilhelm. God damn it. And it seems Emperor sentences us to death sentence. And it seems Emperor Commander Graal is our executioner, but we easily defeat him. In back alley deals, we found out about High Mage, who's also Emperor's son, wants our head, also is planning to betray or backstab his dad. Also, he's recruiting bandits and thieves and other people to rebel against his father. So yeah, basically. And Traitorous Son says that we somehow managed to take Emperor's homeland. I don't know what they're talking about right now. And that blames me that I think I can be Baron of Valyria or whatever. And then Traitorous Son summoned 2 golems to kick my asses. I think after you beat one of the golems, other golems get some kind of buff, man. And then we started chasing the Traitor's Son across the entire city, and then he called me a usurper, probably because I beaten up hit or the dragon rulers, or magic silly in the desert. Or the lizard guys from the swamp. There's a lot of reasons why he can call me usurper or whatever. And then we found out that Sun and Emperor are part of Hoke family bloodline. So it seems Hoke has conquered Wilhelm Kingdom. Motherfuckers. And it seems House Hoke made some deals with Seely to become more powerful. It seems like it. It seems the mighty King Hoke become a villain, so as they say, you live long enough to become a villain. Yeah, if hero lives long enough, it will eventually become the villain. That's kinda sad, man. The great hero become a villain. That's kinda tragic, man. So then we need to fight Gutterlord, because he's the only one that's still loyal to the corrupt emperor, and if we beat him, the rats will join us in the resistance against the emperor, it seems like. Also, I remember this fight being pretty annoying because of those poison mushrooms in hard mode doing so much fucking poison damage. So, in the Ring of Fire, we need to convince human gangs to join our team, basically by trial of combat, It's basically another arena like the pit in the desert. If I remember, that was one of the harder fights in the hard mode. Yeah, I remember dying so many times with my crewman trying to beat this boss. It was so fucking brutal, man. It seems the previous level was a setup because while I was in the Ring of Fire, the gang members are trying to kill Odrin, the leader of rebellion, against Emperor. So anyway, then we need to fight Shadow of Earth and Shadow Discipline. So basically right hands and left hands of the Emperor. And you need to beat them at the same time because otherwise they will keep resurrecting each other. So in hard mode, killing them at the same time was pretty fucking hard, man. Pretty fucking hard. Also, it seems that these are shades created by dark magic, not real people. At least we don't kill more people, at least. And it seems we managed to save Odrin, that's nice. And it seems human mob gangs join our team against rebellion, that's nice. So it seems Emperor sacrificed his soul to the silly fairies to ensure that he will claim the throne. That's kinda dark, man. So selling her soul to rule the kingdom forever. I used to rule the world. Everyone used to know my name. I used to rule the world. So then we decided to go to Fabulous Temple to try to defeat silly magic with silly magic, like fighting fire with fire or whatever. And then we fought another silly lord. These weapons are made from the previous heroes that failed to defeat the Emperor. Also, they can defeat the Emperor because they made with silly magic or whatever. Also, Silly Lord looks like a devil from fucking Bible, man. Or more like a fallen angel or whatever. So, before taking Emperor head on, we need to weaken him. So, now we gonna defeat his daughter, who's responsible for his secret police. So we need to defeat his daughter, who's responsible for secret police in the kingdom. So we defeated Lotte, the first daughter. I think she's the commander of the barracks. I think the other daughter is responsible for the secret police. And then we fought Tanjet, leader of the secret police. She can make shadow clones like assassin, and probably she was a lot harder than her first sister, I think. After defeating both Emperor's daughters and son, we weakened enough his army to attack Imperial barracks, and then we fought this guy, Endor Hogano. And after this, and he can summon this Lapnahid, that's interesting. Also, he can make Loris Flava. It's a pretty annoying fight in hard mode. The wisps that buffs his attack or whatever. And then we fought Emperor Hoke, who's actually our old friend or whatever. And he's kind of salty that we stopped his Sahara plans and killed all his family members. And that's understandable, man. And he teleports and makes some shadow clones. Not surprised, because he's a wizard or whatever. Probably he's multi-classing, actually, I think. Also, he summons annoying fireballs that die in one hit, but they do a fuck ton of damage. Probably they one-shot you. In hard mode, definitely one-shot you. Also, it seems after defeating him, we're definitely trying to claim the barony of Illyria for ourselves or something like that. So, are we the bad guys? I don't know anymore. So, inside the dream is like Inception. You basically fight previous levels and you fought like previous bosses as mini bosses in this level. And also, Nahid is here. So it seems when you fought Nahid, he managed to plant some kind of mind parasite or part of his soul inside your mind or whatever. So that's kind of confusing. Also, in this stage, you got a lot of guilt for killing all of these people. So you also need to face your guilt and trauma. So this is interesting character development for this level. Also, Nahid using my own memories against me in my head is kinda fucking sadistic and evil, but I kinda respect him for that one. So it seems that if I die from the magic series, my death will reactivate a dark pact or whatever. That's interesting. And then in Ancient World we found General Sanetix retired. He's the oldest dragon in Dungeon Bliss lore. He's so old that he's older than this mountain that this dungeon takes place. So imagine being older than a fucking mountain. This guy's fucking ancient as hell, man. Also, I think it's the only dragon that can control 2 elements in this game. That makes him pretty OP and pretty interesting in the lore department. So anyway guys, thank you for joining me in short lesson in history of Dungeon Bliss. I hope you enjoy it and see you guys in the next video. So yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.